Today we get an introduction to the newest character in Ghostbusters Afterlife, Mini Stay Puft. And he is the cutest thing I've ever seen, but
I'm not impressed.
we're gonna be. You're not?
No.
Oh, well, guys, guess what? He's not impressed, but we're going to find out why and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I've been better, but then again, I've been worse.
Well, that's actually a good thing to hear, man. But let's get cracking because I got a lot of things to talk about, Willie.
And let's do this.
We have to. We have to go through the segments like always. So this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, paste on the shopping cart, and that's 10% saved with the additional percentage they already have off in the stores. So guys, make sure to check that out and make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so no one will come up with some amazing news, which is 3 times a week. You cannot go wrong. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And a little something in between, just to whet your appetite. And now, let's get started. So, Willie, today we found out some interesting news that Terminator Resistance for the PS5 upgrade delayed due to additional work on Sony's side. So the free PS5 upgrade for Terminator Resistance Enhanced, a turn-up version for the 2019 FPS, have been delayed. What are your thoughts about that? Because I'm kind of shocked that not a lot of people are talking about it, except very known content creators. But I'm kind of shocked that I haven't even played this game yet, dude.
Listen, it's actually good. It's actually a good Terminator game, and when I tell you who made it, you might actually lose your shit.
Who?
Okay, so remember that Rambo game?
Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Reef Entertainment
developed
Rambo the video game.
That horseshit game?
Uh-huh. That horrible rail shooter.
And they made this game right here? Because I'm telling you right now,
yes,
I'm
sir.
oblivious to it. I didn't follow it. I just heard about it, saw a little trailer. I'm like, wow, that actually looks like a pretty good game. But that's where I left it. I had no idea who made it.
Yep. The people who made Rambo the video game made this game.
Dude,
and it's good.
So now because of this, we're delayed because of Sony. Why? I mean, so far from what I'm reading here, it's been delayed by them. But we're going to be getting an April 30th release for it? Or it was?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I am going to buy it. Now that it's kind of like one of those interesting games I need to play, I will buy it and do a stream if I have to. I must.
Do it. It's actually a really good game.
I'll do it for the PS5. All right, cool. I'll put it. Because it's a must.
It's good enough to where I say get it now. Because it's a PS4 title, and it's just a free PS5 upgrade.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So just buy it and play it.
Cool. I'll just do that. Fuck it. That sounds good. That sounds like a plan to me. So, in other news, Call of Duty Warzone adds a third-person spectator mode, and that is cool, I guess. I mean, I never thought we were going to get a spectator mode. I mean, if we do, I guess we get it when you die. But it looks like Call of Duty Warzone has added a third-person spectator mode, but fortunately, Raven Software has headed off the obvious fair play issues. So it looks like, I guess, because it gives you an eagle eye view of the Warzone players on the game, and it looks like you get to see a lot more than what's going on. So I guess there's some flaws into it, Willie. I know you're not a big Call of Duty fan like this, but what are your thoughts about third-person spectator mode in a game like this?
Well, first, let's bring up the first thing that people have brought up is that it can give teams an unfair advantage. If one of their own gets killed in third-person spectator mode, he can see a lot more of the area, and he can warn people off.
That is absolutely correct. You're right about that.
And can I just say that looking at some footage of it, it looks like PUBG.
You know what? You're right. I saw an actual video of it, and it reminded me a lot of PUBG, but with, I guess, Call of Duty Warzone graphics. I mean, I don't know. It just looked like a little bit of PUBG. So you are right about that. You're
like,
absolutely right.
If you don't look at the HUD, and you just look at the gameplay, you could be forgiven to say, "Oh, that just looks like a more high res version of PUBG."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And also within the Call of Duty news, Willie, which is pretty much new as well today, Call of Duty Warzone is updating endlessly for some console players. And here's how to fix it. So some Call of Duty Warzone players on the consoles are finding themselves stuck in an endless update loop. I'm one of them. I actually haven't turned on my PlayStation for God knows how long. And every time I look at it, it's always letting me know that there's an update for PS5. But guess what? I am stuck like Chuck because my memories are full. I'm stuck. That's it. So I'm here thinking, should I delete some games or or just turn my PlayStation 5 into the Call of Duty box? Because reasons,
I mean, let's be honest. They're gonna have to do the idea that I thought of, which is make special customized M.2s that are that have the Call of Duty logo on it.
Yeah,
they can just do that. Make their own M.2 drives just for Call of Duty. That way you don't have to download it. You just buy the M.2 and the game's in there.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that part. I mean, I would love to be like turning off my PlayStation and switching my M.2s and be like, I'm going to put in my Call of Duty M.2.
It'll be like cartridges all over again.
Yeah, mini cartridges. It could be actually an overgrown Nintendo Switch if you want to look at it like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, Raven Software is saying that uninstalling the game and reinstalling it can fix the problem. But there are some other things you can try first.
Okay, like?
One of them is, because the problem that's happening is, you get in the game, it tells you need to update, and it won't let you play until you update.
All right.
You apply the update, and then when you go to play, oh no, you have to apply the update. That's the loop. What you can do is let it install, and you can go into the DLC management screen.
Okay.
And install the campaign packs and the special op packs separately.
Oh, I see.
That could be a solution for you. If not, yes, uninstall the game, and then you go ahead and reinstall everything.
All right. I mean, I guess that's a good solution. I mean, it kind of sucks in that end, to be doing something like this, to uninstall a game, to reinstall it, even though the game itself is pretty freaking huge. But whatever solution is to play the game, I understand. I won't even argue. It's
unrelated tangent. Today, I saw that I turned on my PS4 for the first time in a while because I wanted to get back into Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered.
Ooh, okay.
And it told me that Fortnite was updating, and so I decided to see it because I had done a little to see if you remember this little experiment that I was doing. Remember, I installed an 8 terabyte external drive on the PS4.
Yes, I remember.
And I wanted to see how long it would last before I ran out of space.
And you ran out of space, didn't you?
No, I have a total after all the housekeeping that the PS4 does and stuff. I had 7.4 terabytes of usable space.
Wow, that's not bad.
Well, I have 5.3 terabytes of that on it.
Oh God.
And yes, before you ask, Call of Duty Warzone is in there. Thanks for asking.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Call of Duty Warzone, Modern Warfare, and I think that's that's it. That's it. Because I don't have Black Ops Cold War. I have Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Huh.
So that's among all the games that I have in there.
I see. How about this, Willie? Just kind of a thought. Have you ever thought of putting a little thought into your Nintendo Switch, maybe?
What do you mean? I can't put an 8 terabyte drive in there.
I mean, we can only try. Shit, that'd be awesome. But the only reason I'm asking,
they don't make SD cards that big.
Well, we're gonna make it happen, dude. We're gonna have to make it happen because
are we gonna pull a Tim Allen?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Pac-Man 99 is a battle royale for the Nintendo Switch, and it's out. It's available now. And I'm not sure if you saw the trailer, and you probably have.
Yes, I did.
But it looks. Oh, look. I love Pac-Man to death, and this game looks like it's going to cause a seizure in the first level. But I like it. It looks interesting. The fact that you're doing a battle royale with a Pac-Man game, and you have to do all these crazy maneuvers. But the one part that really got to me is the DLCs. Care to share?
Well, first, let's go ahead and just say that Pac-Man 99 is available, but only for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers.
Yes.
I am not one of those, so I won't get it.
I am.
But wait, the concept of a Pac-Man Battle Royale actually makes too much sense.
A little bit, yeah, right?
99 players on their own little Pac-Man map, and the way it works is whenever you eat a ghost, it throws enemies at other players.
Correct.
Same thing. If they eat a ghost, they can throw it to you. And in the form of, they're called Jammer Pac-Man.
Yes.
Little outlines of Pac-Man that if you get hit by, they slow you down. And you can also line up little like outline ghosts. Yeah,
those are the sleeping ghosts. That's what they call them.
The sleeping ghosts. If you get a whole line of them, and you get a power pellet and eat them all, you can just like throw all manner of mayhem at your opponents.
Oh my god, I don't know why it sounds so satisfying, dude.
And you can target specific players.
Yes.
You can target one player that looks like he's about to die, that he's in trouble, and you can. I mean, listen, there's a lot of mayhem that can go on in this game.
No, and I'm looking forward to it, to be honest, because on Mario 99, I thought that was actually the funnest thing I ever played, and my wife took over the game.
It's fun.
It is. And this one, I was kind of like, to be honest, I was a little disappointed at the fact they took out Mario 99. A little hurt, to be honest. But I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let's see what happens. So when they brought this one, I was kind of skeptical about it, whatever. So until I saw the trailer. And within the trailer, I thought it was pretty freaking fun. I was like, oh, okay. All right. But what got to me was the DLCs they included in this. Which is not even much. But you have to buy them,
are interesting. Of course
you have to buy them. So
they
I was
were
like,
interesting. But they got it. They went a little weird with the DLC.
Yeah,
they turned the DLC turns the maze into different themed mazes, and when I mean themed, I'm talking about one of them is Galaga.
And I thought, I was like, what the fuck? But I still laughed at the fact.
Pac-Man turns into your Galaga ship, and the ghosts are now the weird bugs. Mm-hmm. But my favorite one was the Dig Dug one.
That has to be the funniest thing.
Dig Dug does not get much love. I think that's one of my favorite arcade games of all time. And seeing it as a Pac-Man maze was a little jarring. I'm not going to lie to you. But it was kind of cool.
It is. The only thing that bothers me, though, about this, Willie, being that this might be a limited run game, it'll be limited. Why buy something that's going to be limited to a point where you're going to have to, that's it. Just they're going to take it away from you.
They haven't said that it's going to be going to be a limited time. The
only reason I'm saying that is because of the trend they had with Mario 99. So I'm kind of like,
bring up.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to bring up, because this is Nintendo. Nintendo, listen, I know people love Nintendo and they cringe every time someone says something negative about Nintendo, but let's be 100% honest here. Nintendo likes doing all this fabricated scarcity in order to drive sales, because let's be honest, they're a toy company.
Indeed they are.
They're a toy company that just happens to be very good at video games. And so they have the toy company mentality. For a limited time, won't last long. So I would not be surprised if they turned around and said, yeah, this game, we're only going to have it for 4 months, but you can buy the DLC.
Still aggravates me.
Of course it does, but what can you do?
I mean, not a lot, but I'm still going to play the game. And maybe after this whole show, I might end up playing it after that. So, another thing that's coming up in news right now, guys, is Xbox Global Publishing rumor claims a big partnership is in the works. So, Xbox Global Publishing could have a big new partnership in the works according to a new rumor. The claim comes from a Windows Central reporter, Jez Corden. As you can see here in the tweets, which I'm putting up here right now, it's an interesting note that the emotes that Corden uses in a very end of the tweet, which they could probably be pointing at Sega or Ubisoft potentially joining Xbox Global. Willie, I know we've been talking about Sega. I know we've been saying this for a while. So if they buy Sega, that means for a fact I will have to shut the hell up about saying that they're going to make a new system.
Now, wait a minute. They're not talking about a purchase.
But it's a partnership to work together. Kind of like, aren't they talking about like maybe acquiring them like they did with the others?
No, they're just talking about there's a big partnership. And Xbox Global Publishing, I got to be honest, that's something that I don't really know much about.
Okay.
Like as far as what Xbox Global Publishing even is. I know, we know Xbox. We know Xbox Game Studios. I'm not sure what they mean by Xbox Global Publishing.
Yeah.
And like I said, we can sort of kind of rule out them acquiring somebody, especially considering the names being thrown about. I really doubt that Sega is going to sell itself.
I mean, if the price is right, let's be honest, money does talk.
And if we do go and say Sega possibly could, ain't no way Ubisoft is. Ubisoft is huge. They just recently fought off a hostile takeover by a parent company, Vivendi.
Okay.
And I don't think they're looking at, possibly getting acquired. Then again, if you would have told me 2 months ago that Microsoft was going to buy Bethesda, I would have thought you were insane.
Yeah, you're like, well, give me whatever the fuck you're drinking because I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, though I won't say for sure, I think it's doubtful.
All right. You know what? Being this is kind of an interesting news and it's kind of rumored still, we'll have to put a pin on this one as well. And we're going to have to keep an eye on it and maybe bring it back whenever we hear some more news about it. But for now, guys, let's continue the show. And let's talk about some exclusives for PS5. Exclusive of the PS5, excuse me. Survival shooter Abandoned revealed in a new trailer. So a PS5 exclusive survival shooter called Abandoned has revealed on the PlayStation blog. Abandoned stars in Insomniac? Yeah, Insomniac hero. Yeah. That sounds like, wait, what? Sorry. So it stars in an abandoned star.
Oh, sorry, it's not Insomniac, Amnesiac.
That sounds like, what? Doesn't that mean that he can't barely eat or something? Or
amnesia, he don't remember shit.
Oh, yes.
In other words, the plot device for about 400 different movies.
Yes, that old chestnut, of course. So it stars our protagonist, Jason Longfield, who must escape from a mysterious forest, finding food and ammo to fight a sneaky way out. That sounds like any other fucking game, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's supposed to have a survival horror bent to it, like Resident Evil, but first person.
Okay,
so like Resident Evil 7.
But let me tell you a little bit of the play. If Jason runs out of breath from sprinting, his aim will shudder. So pretty much he's gonna have a hard time shooting. I've seen a game like that. I can't remember which one is it.
Yeah, there's been different games that have mechanics like that. Can't think of any from the top of my head, but they've had games where if you run too much, it'll affect your stamina. It'll affect your aim. And if you go a long time without eating, it'll affect your vision.
Sounds like my everyday life.
I mean, then again, you eat a lot.
Yeah, I do, and really fast too.
Yeah, you fucking monster. The food's dead already. Don't kill it again.
Look, man, if there's one thing I really want to eat are marshmallows after seeing the new clip of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, look, and I'm just going to let everybody know, this is just a movie clip. It's not even a trailer, which people are kind of confusing it. They're like, oh my God, it's a trailer. No, it's an actual clip of the movie. So the new Ghostbusters Afterlife clip features Paul Rudd being attacked by Mini Stay Puft Marshmallow Men. And I think they're the fucking cutest, but it made me want to eat marshmallows a little more, especially this part right here where they're literally doing a s'more. They're doing s'mores. And I'm like, you know what? That looks pretty fucking tasty. I would love to eat one of those little fuckers right now.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, but they're marshmallowism, so I don't know how to. I don't even know how you feel. I mean, they're doing it themselves. Look, there's 2 of them impaled right now, being cooked.
Whatever.
But either way, Willie, it's a little clip that we get to see at least one of the monsters, and it looks fucking hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Now, what are your thoughts about this little clip of the movie?
I don't care. I hate being the guy. I hate being that guy. But I don't care.
I understand.
I'm looking at it and I see the intent. They want to have their own little baby Yoda. They want to have their own Porg. They want to have something cute that's insanely marketable. I don't care. In fact, there's a part of me that sits there and starts to actually this shit.
I can't believe
like,
you went
seriously.
Actually, I can't believe you did that.
Like I look at it, and the first thing is like, well, actually, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man came to life when Dan Aykroyd's character was the one who thought of it when he was told to think of the Destructor. Why would the ghost now bring up the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when he wasn't thought up?
Which that could probably be something. Which this is why there's a part 3 to this, and I got a feeling it leads up to the monster from part 1. Because in the first trailer, they're talking to you kind of like of the cult and all the things that happened in the previous movie. And you're kind of like, interesting, but you didn't really pay no mind to it until a little more now. So let's see. I mean, I'm interested. They're going to bring back Gozer and shit
But you're not bringing up the obvious thing.
That is?
Which is, shut the fuck up, Willie. Just enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, Willie.
I can't. I want to. I really want to. Listen. I am tired of all this shit of, oh no, hey, look, a new version of this thing that you like. Do I need to bring it up?
No.
Do I need to bring it up?
No, you don't. You have to stop.
No, I'm going to have to.
Fuck. Right,
we went there.
Shit.
LeBron.
Shit.
LeBron, listen. You're a phenomenal basketball player. I loved it when you played on the Heat. Mm-hmm. I got 4 really good years out of that.
Yeah.
But my man, listen. Don't do any more movies.
Yeah.
Like, we already have Space Jam Part 2.
Yep.
Okay, starring the Droogs. I'm not letting that go.
No, nobody is actually.
And now he's talking about rebooting House Party.
Go fuck yourself, man. Don't touch that.
He's talking about rebooting House Party. The Kid and Play Pajama Jammy, as I know it's Part 2. Still.
Yeah. Still.
He's thinking about rebooting a movie that you forgot until I said it.
Ugh.
Not to mention the fact that there are plans in the works for American Pie 5, a.k.a. Tara Reid went out of money.
Or pepperoni nipples. That's what I like to call her.
Those, I mean, listen. Yeah, I mean, they look a little rough. But,
yeah, they do.
And let's not forget Face Off 2. Which I could have sworn that Face Off 1 was pretty much settled.
Yeah.
Castor Troy should be dead.
Yeah.
But no, because I guess someone got their hands up. I guess when Thanos snapped, he brought him back.
Apparently, right?
I'm done.
You know what, Willie? Fuck that. Let's go on to something even more better, which is something you brought up to my eyes, and it's the Black Widow trailer surpasses WandaVision, Black Panther in views. Could you tell me a little more about that? Because I think that's pretty insane to hear that.
Well, the third trailer, which released recently, pretty good trailer. We did talk about it last time.
Okay.
Has received 70 million views in 24 hours.
Fuck.
It's more viewed. I mean, the previous records were from Black Panther and WandaVision. And it actually surpassed the views for the upcoming show Loki, which was also really good. That's in the first 24 hours.
I'm pretty shocked about that.
I'm not. Remember that this movie has been in limbo for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
People have been wanting to see it. It's a Marvel movie. It kind of has its own gravity, practically.
Yeah.
And so I understand that people, want to reorient themselves with what Black Widow is supposed to be about. Considering that it's coming out in July in theaters and on Disney Plus, I can see the interest.
Well, okay, fine. I can see that. And I highly understand what you're talking about because it does make sense. But now, being that we're in the subject of superheroes, have you seen the trailer for Jupiter's Legacy?
I have not.
Okay, so I haven't either, but it's something big in the line right now. So Jupiter's Legacy trailer shows off Netflix new big budget superheroes. So in other words, they're trying to tell us move aside Avengers and Justice League. Which I don't know how that's gonna make me feel, being that those two movies were pretty much up there in my how can I say, in my views as amazing. But I don't know. This trailer right here that I'm showing everybody, I have not seen it yet. They're showing off just a bunch of superheroes that right now they're just gonna put out there. So Superhero Squad to our screens, Jupiter Legacy, based on Mark Miller and Frank Mark Millar. Oh,
yeah, Mark Millar.
Okay. Mark Millar and Frank Quietly.
Quietly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was right.
They said Whiteley. I'm like,
oh,
no,
yeah. That W did come up somewhere, didn't it? Yeah. I'll be fucked. But it's a comic book movie, which I was like, wait, I've never heard of this.
This is just a Netflix throwing its hat into the superhero ring with something. Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like Amazon's The Boys. No, yeah, that's more like a deconstruction of superheroes. Yeah. But you know what? Go for it. I never read Jupiter's Legacy. Hopefully, it's good.
Well, let's go on to something really interesting here, Willie, and it's still about Netflix. Netflix does have a good track record of making interesting shows and whatnot. I mean, we did at one point, they had some things with Marvel, and they actually did pretty good in there. So, being this is a kind of a new thing for them, a new comic, Jupiter's Legacy, I kind of feel that this might be something good for them, actually, that they could make happen.
I feel that the Marvel Netflix series were good for the most part. I mean, they had their stumbles, but I think it's better that Netflix is going with a property that they have more control over. Mm-hmm. Because let's be serious. I mean, no matter how good of a job Netflix may or may not have done with the Marvel series, it's Marvel's property, and Marvel had to put their spin on it. This is their chance to get a series of their, that they can just bring up from the ground up on their own. Got it.
All right. Well, let's see what happens with Netflix. But being there, we're on, all these territories of movies. There's a new trailer that came out for Cruella de Vil, or Cruella, just want to leave it like that. And it focuses on Emma Thompson's new Disney villain. The second trailer for Disney's upcoming Cruella is here, and it dives right further into the twisted villainous world than before. I'm not sure why or how deep we're gonna go, but this looks like it's gonna be an interesting movie. Excuse me. Let me be honest. Sorry, movie. So Walt Disney Studios unveiled the second full trailer of Cruella, and this clip reveals more about Thompson's just her character, man. So I'm kind of like I'm sure that everybody's pretty much wondering what goes through on Cruella's fucking head. The fact that she wants to skin puppies and kill all these animals and wear them and all shit. So I'm kind of curious on what goes through her fucking head in this movie. And the fact that later on in the movie, we're gonna get this whole, we are gonna get Cruella all the way in the end of the movie for sure. But I'm kind of curious on what makes her tick. You know what I'm saying? To me, again, it feels like kind of like what's her name in DC?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. There we go. It kind of feels like a Harley Quinn story, like what made her so twisted and whatnot. But I don't know. This is a Disney thing, and I'm just interested in what's going to happen. Go ahead.
I'm going to take it a step further.
Go.
I'm going to take it a step further. Because the first trailer gave everybody vibes of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
This trailer, for me at least, gave me a vibe of Harley Quinn meets The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
Because, this is the whole thing of the upstart usurping the one that was there before. And this looks like another try by Disney of taking a notorious villain and making them more sympathetic, like what they did with my God, what's her name? Maleficent.
Okay.
Maleficent, who didn't have a single nice bone in her body, but now we're gonna make her sympathetic.
I see.
And that's what they're gonna do with Cruella, a woman who, by the way, wanted to skin Dalmatians to make fur out of them.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Not only Dalmatians, because along the line, she's done this to a lot of animals as well.
Yes.
So Dalmatians are her new thing, and of course, in 101 Dalmatians. But
yes,
I don't know. So I'm not gonna plead with her like, oh, poor Emma Thompson or poor Cruella. No. I'm just gonna see what the fuck goes through her mind and what made her tick, and then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you're fucked. you're really messed up. But again, that's just my opinion.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that we don't have to watch the movie to know that she's fucked up. There is kind of history.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know what, guys? Being that we're talking about this, what are your thoughts? What do you think about the hell we're talking about Cruella here and everything else above? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and let's talk. We need to talk about this because it's a must. But now, Willie, I do have a question for you, and I need you to answer it for me, dude. And it's been bothering me. Was Zack Snyder's Justice League not a win for HBO Max after all?
This one's a tricky one.
It is.
This one's a tricky one, and here's why.
Okay.
A company called T-Vision, which is like what Nielsen used to be, but for streaming television, polled about 5,000 households and 14,000 individuals for viewership data for about 25,000 titles. And they've come to the conclusion that Zack Snyder's Justice League drew a smaller streaming share than Wonder Woman 1984, Judas and the Black Messiah, and Godzilla vs. Kong, all three of which were on HBO Max.
I think someone was smoking the chief because
no,
I don't know why
I'm going to say this.
It was impossible.
I'm going to say this. Two things.
Go ahead.
Number one, the other three movies all had theater releases. The Snyder Cut did not. Another thing is, streaming is a tricky beast. I say that because when, like, for TV shows, for movies that are in theaters, we have like concrete analytical data to say, okay, this was a success, this was not. But for streaming, the ones who have that information are the streaming services, and they're notoriously silent. Like, they don't give actual numbers. Have you ever noticed that?
That's true. You're right about that.
They don't give actual numbers. Netflix will tell you, oh, so-and-so movie was the most watched movie on our platform.
Okay, yeah, they don't give you actual data. They just say it only.
By how much? Well, it was the most popular thing. That's the only thing you need to know.
Yeah, by a lot. And that's why you're like, okay, what is a lot? Yeah.
Give me numbers. They don't really like giving out numbers, to the point where Nielsen has come up with a way for them to track streaming data, to show which TV shows and which movies were the most popular, but they're a month behind. As an example, last week's Nielsen chart had WandaVision's last episode at number 2. This is last week's. Charting a title that was over 3 weeks ago. So there is no real transparency when it comes to actual numbers for streaming views. This is a third-party company, so it's not really official. This didn't come from HBO Max. But considering how little data we have, do we pay attention to this? And if that's the case, you got to start asking, really? Justice League was less watched than Wonder Woman 1984?
I mean, that's the question that was going through my mind. I'm like, how's that even possible, though?
I mean, okay, Wonder Woman 1984 was a big title. That's a bad example.
Yeah, on December, though.
Judas and the Black Messiah wasn't as hyped, and that movie had a higher subscription rate, not a subscription, but watch rate than Justice League.
Okay.
This is what happens when we have to depend on outside sources to try to get information.
I don't know, dude. I just think if they're gonna be giving out data, be correct about it. Don't give us this make believe. Yeah, it's not working. It's not, and because it missed out by a lot. They just use words but no actual numbers, and that kind of pisses anybody off. I would love to see actual data, to be honest. That's all.
It pisses people off because right now, Zack Snyder's Justice League, it has its audience, and its audience is fiercely loyal. And anybody that's going to come up and say, "Oh no, yeah, your show didn't do as good as this one's," they're gonna sit there and demand how you know this. Like, what's the source? What's the data? Let me see the data.
Yeah, I totally agree. But you know what, man? It's fine. We all know the truth, and we all can search it up right now if we want to, just like how you did right now, and we can see the actual numbers on how did Zack Snyder's Justice League do, which I think is actually pretty fucking well. But whatever. That's your opinion on how you feel about the movie, though. Anybody's, actually, not yours, Willie.
I get you.
So yeah, guys, what do you think? Did you think that Justice League really did that bad? Or do you have actual proof and data on all this? Please comment down below. Let us know. We would love to see your data, your proof, anything possible, actually. So I heard a little rumor that Louis Tan, which is in Mortal Kombat, the star right now, he lost his role in Marvel's Shang-Chi, and he was devastated.
Well, I mean, it was that he did read for the part, he did try out for the part, and he didn't get it.
That's kind of fucked up. Well, not fucked up. It kind of hurts, though. Like, damn, like you didn't get that role for a Disney movie like this, or Marvel movie, should I say?
Those things happen.
Yeah. I mean, you win some, you lose some, so it's actually true. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you sit there and you hear stories about the people who did get the job, You don't often hear the stories about the people who didn't get the job. It's
true. Very true. And like this one specifically, Louis Tan, who is now in the Mortal Kombat movie, he is very devastated the fact that he didn't get the role for Marvel's Shang-Chi, Legends of the Ten Rings, which I would like to say if he would have got it, that'd be cool. And if he didn't, it's okay as well, because he's got Mortal Kombat right now, which we all pray and hope that this movie does so well, they can lead up to a part 2 of it. And I'm actually hoping and praying it does.
Oh, it looks that
they have to be, man. I mean,
of course, it's gonna be.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say they have to be, but I do pray that there is.
There's gonna be a part 2. We already discussed this. Okay, the movies that are made nowadays, they're made with a trilogy in mind.
Well,
yeah, no one goes and makes just one movie anymore. Okay, last year the movie Knives Out. Did you ever see that movie?
No, my God, everybody tells me about this movie. I have not seen it yet.
Really good movie. You need to watch that movie. There's a Knives Out 2 and 3 coming out. And
gotta check it
of
out.
course it
I got
is.
to.
And it's something, supposedly, the deal for Knives Out 2 and 3 are going to net star Daniel Craig and director Ryan Johnson at least $100 million each. Of course there's going to be another Mortal Kombat. Because movies are made like that now. No, you're not making just one movie. You better pitch us a trilogy. If we can't make 3 movies out of your idea, we don't want it.
Well, that's true. But the thing is that if they do have the trilogy in mind, the first one has to do really, really well to even push for the second one, even if there is plan for it.
You want to hear something that's going to immediately destroy your thought?
Go ahead, please.
Female Ghostbusters.
And other news.
That was supposed to be a trilogy.
It was. I mean, look.
There you go.
I saw the movie. And I told you straight up when I saw it, I was like, it's not a bad movie, but it's not one of those movies I'm like, you know what? I can't wait to see it again. It was just one of those like, okay, I saw it, and that's about it. You know?
Yeah.
I know.
It wasn't a bad movie. Like the people who sit there and say that it was horrible, that it destroyed the legacy of Ghostbusters. Y'all shut up.
No, yeah, I do agree, man. Like, be quiet. Like, the movie itself, like, it wasn't a train wreck, as everybody liked to say it was. I do say that there's some parts there that, like, dude, you didn't really add that dry ass humor. Like, of course, that running gag with the freaking dumplings. There was always a running gag with the fucking dumplings, and I was like, all right, we got it, we get it.
I get it. Your headquarters is above a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, and then you have fucking Thor being a typical blonde. Like, not even a stereotypical blonde. Which I was like, oh, please blonde. Stop. No, he is. But the thing is that, you know, his glasses, no, I don't have no lenses. And I'm like, okay, that's funny. And then, answer the phone. What do I answer? Where's it ringing? Blah, blah, blah. What headshot looks better? I'm like, oh, no. Yeah, para. Stop.
No, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, but overall, the movie was okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But for the people who are like, oh no, because it ruined the legacy of Ghostbusters, is the first movie still available? Can you still watch that movie?
Yeah.
I guess Ghostbusters is fine, right?
Yeah. But then there's also the other people, the other half. They're like, that movie was fantastic, amazing, 5 stars. And I'm like, did you see the same movie I did?
And if you don't like it, you hate women.
Oh my God! Don't even get started on that part. Which I was like, fuck! I said I hate the movie, not the ladies. What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm like, no, I didn't even hate the movie.
Yeah,
I didn't even hate the movie. It was alright.
But I'm just putting it out there bland. You know, I'm like, dude, I just didn't like the movie. I liked the movie, but I didn't say nothing about hating the women. You know, they had a good cast. Now, certain roles for the certain characters were not right. Now, for this lady, what's her face? The one that played Egon. She was by far the funniest to me in that fucking movie.
Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forgot.
She was the funniest to me in that movie. And
she was the funniest.
Melissa, to me, she was. And then Melissa McCarthy, who I thought she was going to be a powerhouse, had like these bland moments, which I was like, why?
A lot of people lean on her brand of humor, which can be funny in the right vehicle. I don't think it worked here.
It didn't. And that was horrible. It sucked. Which I was like, my God, like I expected something from it, but it was like, all right, fuck it, you know, we'll stick to the dumplings. And then you have our main character who was playing freaking oh my God, I'm trying to remember all the freaking Ghostbusters name. I think Bateman. She was playing Peter Bateman.
You're talking about I forgot her name too. Jesus Christ!
God,
don't lean on me to remember names. I don't remember names.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do know who you're talking about. She's a good actress.
She's
a very good actress.
And then they gave her like some of these like moments like that. And I'm like, God, like this movie did have potential. I just think the writing for this movie was not right for them.
No, the writing did have a lot to be done. Kristen Wiig is her name.
There we go. Kristen, correct.
Kristen Wiig is her name. She's a very good actress.
She is. And I was kind of like shocked about it. I'm like, fuck, man, she is a really good actor. So why did they do this to her? But you know what? Again, we're getting off topic, but still.
Yeah, we are.
We're so off topic. I didn't even know we flew that far. But either way, guys, I still say like movies like that or whatever, you know, we had to see what happens because we didn't get a Ghostbusters 2, which I'm okay with that. Either way, we're getting a Ghostbusters 3 now.
Actually, we were talking about Mortal Kombat. But
yeah, but I'm just going back. I'm just going really backwards into this. So because of that, and then now we have to see if Mortal Kombat is a successor to become a Mortal Kombat 2 in this. But again, time will tell. Let's see. I mean, let's see. I'm the one that's optimistic. I'm the one that's optimistic, and you're doing it for me.
The only way there's not going to be a Mortal Kombat 2 is if this first movie fails so hard that the studio doesn't want to throw money at it.
But let's see. I mean, this movie shows a lot of potential, which I hope it brings the hype. I really do. And if they do, and it leads up to part 2, I'll be first in line waiting for this fucking movie.
Yep.
Yeah. But now, Willie, I want to bring Reading Rainbow to you. I want to bring it up.
Okay.
I mean, not just the show, but the main character from the show, LeVar Burton.
Please, hold on. Please specify.
Okay. So I have to specify why am I bringing up the host of that show, and it's because LeVar. What?
You need to specify the host of Reading Rainbow because he was not the first host of Reading Rainbow. And when you find out who the first host of Reading Rainbow was, you're gonna cringe.
Please tell me who's the fucking first one, because my first person that I saw for Reading Rainbow was LeVar Burton. But please,
the first host of Reading Rainbow was Bill Jello Pudding Pops Cosby.
No fucking way, bro.
Fucking way.
No way. So he was there talking about the books and all the things and the pudding
and the Jello Pudding Pops. Yes.
Oh no.
So say yes, LeVar Burton.
All right, so LeVar Burton, the second, LeVar Burton is being talked about being the new host for Jeopardy. So, dude, I'm actually okay with that. Being that he's only done, Reading Rainbow, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and probably a couple other movies. He hasn't really done anything. I would love to have him on this show. To me, he's always been that person that I could watch and have a good smile just watching him because he has that type of persona. He is such a great character in life, and I would love to see him in this show. But the only thing is that there's a lot of support behind this. Stephen Colbert, and a bunch of other celebrities are backing this up on Twitter, on everything. They really want him to be the next host for Jeopardy.
Okay.
After the whole passing of oh my God,
Alex Trebek.
Excuse me.
Let's get some more context. Alex Trebek passed away November 2020 after a battle with cancer, and yes, very very sad because a lot of people grew to love seeing Alex Trebek in their living rooms every weekday. Mm-hmm. And since then, there's been a search for the next host of Jeopardy, and they've been trying out different people. And LeVar Burton has come up as a popular choice to host Jeopardy. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people are backing that. I did see that Aaron Rodgers wants to throw his hat in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to or if he's in talks to. Either way, I mean, go for it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the one person I want to see host at least one episode of Jeopardy, and I mean this in a non-humorous way, Will Ferrell.
Interesting the fact that you say that, Willie, because the only thing that came to my mind when you said that was him being Alex Trebek like he did in Saturday Night Live. But then you're like, but that's the thing. You told me, no. I want him as just regular Will Ferrell.
Yes.
And sad enough, I cannot see him as regular Will Ferrell. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Nobody can. They either see him as Alex Trebek in Celebrity Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live, or they see him in Elf, or they see him in Anchorman, or they see him in any of 5,000 other ridiculous things. But I want to see Will Ferrell do a straight man Jeopardy show. You can make a nod to the fact that he played Alex Trebek, and he can talk. He can do a little tribute to Alex Trebek. But I want to see a straight man Will Ferrell Jeopardy show.
I agree. That will be at least 1 or 2 times at least, because I'm not sure how busy his thing is.
They usually get the people to replace. They usually get them to do a full five shows, so a week. And
I would like to see that.
I mean,
that'd be interesting.
even if it was just for one show, even if they were to break the rules for a second and just have him for one show, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see how Will Ferrell, straight man Will Ferrell, can handle that.
Yeah, just straight up Will. That's it. Just Will by himself.
And then one day,
not in character.
And then one day you can go the Family Feud route and have Kevin Hart do one.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
But you're all gonna have to get a shorter podium though.
Oof. They're gonna have to get like
whatever. He's short. What do you want me to tell you?
What the hell? They get him a little 2-step ladder. You know, a little pimp ladder.
Yeah, I know about that. Listen, speaking of short people.
Yes.
I saw a picture the other day that made me giggle.
What is it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
On the set of Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah.
He was in that movie alongside Wilt Chamberlain. Basketball player, passed away a while back. Boy was tall.
Yeah.
But there was a picture that showed Arnold between Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant.
And he was short. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, he's not that tall, but next to Wilt and Andre, anyone is short.
Jesus.
In fact, I looked at him, and the first thing I thought is, oh my God, Austrian Kevin Hart. He looked that short next to them.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like, have you ever seen a picture of Kevin Hart posing next to LeBron and Shaq?
That's right there. That's short.
That was Arnold. That was Arnold.
Oh man, that's a delight right there. Thank you, Willie. That was a delight.
I've brightened your day with knowledge and with crazy shit.
You're right.
I showed you the Bilbo Baggins video.
That was just by far amazing. Which I wish I could show everybody here, but that's copyright material right there.
Folks, just on YouTube, look up Leonard Nimoy, Bilbo Baggins, and you're welcome.
Yeah. You know what? I'll probably put the link down below. So if you guys see it, click on it. Enjoy yourself.
That song will be stuck in your head for at least 24 hours.
It's still in mine right now.
And it's still better than anything you fucking hear now on the radio.
You're actually right. He's actually really right about that. Oh, man. But guys, I want to say something. Thank you very much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. And make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Just know we'll come with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. You cannot go wrong, guys. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also a little something in between. And I have a little announcement I have to make because I got this message right now. And it's Cousin Jose. He wants to say hi to everybody because it's Cousin Jose. That's all I have to say.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about that, Willie?
Nothing else?
No.
Nothing about DC being better than Marvel.
No. He just said he said let everybody know on the podcast, on the show, on all the viewers that he says hi. That's all.
Nothing about how he wants me to die so he can take on my video games. Nothing like that.
No, but we're not gonna let that happen because we're gonna have like this invisible force field, especially that he's pretty short, so it's kind of like the Andre type of thing with us.
Oh, so he's the Arnold Schwarzenegger in this.
Yes, he.
I guess I'm Andre and you're Wilt because you're taller than me.
Yeah. Sorry, Jose. You're short.
Yeah, whatever. You can't have my games.
Oh, man. But guys, we'll see you on Friday. Peace.
Ah.